going live. Can you?
Good afternoon, everybody. Good day, guys. Let's wait for more people to come in. Good afternoon, everybody. We are still waiting for more people to come in. Good afternoon. How's everybody? How was your weekend, guys? How was your weekend? 2 more minutes. Two more minutes, and then we are going in. We're just waiting for more people to tune in, and then we can go. All right, I think we can proceed and just wait for the others to join. We can proceed and then we can wait for the others to join we'll just proceed and then they will join us as time goes by. All right. How's everybody doing today? Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Let me know where you guys are dialing in from. Right. Let me know where you are tuning in from. Just name the city where you come from. Whether you're in Joburg, you're in Cape Town, you're in Bloemfontein, East London. You see St. Francis in the building. We have Cape Town, we have Joburg, we have Eldos. Right. Okay, before we begin, guys, I need to give out a disclaimer that any opinion, use research, prices, analysis, or other information discussed in this webinar or linked to this presentation is provided as general market commentary and does not constitute investment advice. The market observations and insights provided are based on current data and trends and are for informational purposes only. They do not constitute financial advice, recommendation, or endorsement of any kind. Trading and investing involved inherent risk, and you should consult with a licensed financial advisor to evaluate the suitability of any trading strategy or investment decision based on your financial situation. Right. My name is Isaac Easy. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Isaac Easy. I am a professional forex trader with over 10 years of experience, and my passion is to teach traders like yourself, people like yourself who are looking for an extra way to make income. And I teach them financial markets, not just financial markets, but in business. I teach just a holistic approach to having a life of abundance, a life of success. I believe people should be successful spiritually, people should be successful mentally, people should be successful in their health, their bodily health. I believe people should be successful in their relationships, and lastly, I believe people should be financially successful. That is what I believe, and that is what I stand to teach people, to be holistically prosperous in all areas of their lives. All right. If you guys are ready for today's session, can I see some fire emojis in the comment section? Can I see some fire emojis in the comment section? Let's see some fire emojis. It appears we are having another network issue. I don't know what's going on with this. Are you checking there? It appears we have a poor network issue. Can you guys see me? Can you guys see me clearly? Can you hear me clearly? It's good. All right. Okay. Let's get on to the business of the day. So today, a lot of you have been asking, how do we get started? How do we analyze? Now, I just want to give out a disclaimer, guys. It's not a one-day thing where you just come in and you get it right the first day. It is a whole business on its own, right? And it's important that you pay attention to what we're going to be teaching today, because if you don't, you're going to find yourself making mistakes and you will end up losing your money. And I don't want you to lose your money. I want you to make money. If you guys are if there's any of you here in the VIP groups, you'll know that today already we've made some good money on a gold trade. We've made some good money on gold. We are still holding other trades on Euro USD, on GBP USD, and we're waiting for those to also get into profit so we can make money. But we made some really good money in the morning on gold trades, and I've seen some people making 300, others making 400, 500, and so forth. And it's a good way to start a week. It's a good way to start a week. What would 500 would have done for you today. You know, if you before lunchtime you had managed to make yourself about 500 bucks, wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be amazing? Personally, on one of the accounts, we made, let me just quickly see, about 3,000 rands on one account. And oh my god, what's going on? Oh, that is for another day. We made about 3,000 rands on the other account. We made, let me see, on the other one, that was about 1.2 on the other one, you know. So yeah, overall it's been a good day. It's been a good day. It's been a good day. We are waiting for more trades to get into profits so we can finish the day in the money. All right. So today we are discussing how to analyze the forex market. We are discussing introduction to fundamental analysis. Then we'll touch on introduction to technical analysis. We'll touch market trends, and if time allows us, we'll also do chart patterns. Now it's important. This is the foundation of how to analyze the forex market. Many of you see those charts and you ask yourself, how do I know when to buy? How do I know when to sell? Today I'm going to be teaching you on how to not to predict, but rather to speculate on the possible probability of where the market could be going. All right. So we're going to start on what is forex analysis. What forex analysis is. Forex analysis is used by retail traders to determine whether to buy or to sell on currency pairs or instruments. So in a nutshell, forex analysis is what we do to determine whether we are going to buy or we are going to sell a particular instrument. Write it in the comment section. Forex analysis is used by retail forex traders to determine whether they are going to buy or they are going to sell a currency pair or a tradable instrument. Write it in the comment section so I know you understand. Forex, when we say we are analyzing the forex market, is what is the tools we use to determine whether we will be buying or we will be selling that particular instrument. All right. And we have two types of analysis. We have two types of forex analysis. We have fundamentals analysis. We also have technical analysis, and I'm going to go into more depth on them. All right. So fundamental analysis in a nutshell is when we analyze news events. All right. News events. So this is now when we take information that has to do with the economy or that is reported on the news or any form of reports. All right. Or any policies or any geopolitical or even natural disasters. These are when we analyze. So for instance, if you remember, we had what we call a COVID pandemic about 3 or 4 years ago, and we saw we saw the economy performing bad during that time, and people made a lot of money because they analyzed the fundamentals of what is happening without analyzing technicals, and they were able to predict or rather speculate that the economy is going to fall, and they sold their stocks, they sold currency pairs and so forth, and they were in a profitable position. All right. So likewise, as you've noticed that there is a bit of back and forth with Donald Trump and Cyril Ramaphosa, our president, you will notice that the rand and the dollar, they've been volatile, going up and down because there's a lot of uncertainty going on within the economy. People don't know whether to invest or, pull out their money, and that affects the power of the strength of the currency. That's what we call fundamental analysis. Technical analysis is basically where we analyze as the graphic, those charts that you see, those candlesticks that you see. That's when we analyze them and we take them as indicators of what we are going to do in the market, whether we will be buying or we will be selling. Do you guys understand that? And obviously we have sub analysis within fundamentals as well as technical analysis. All right, guys. Introduction to fundamental analysis. Let's get into more depth on each of them. All right, let's get into more depth on each of them. Fundamental analysis is a way of looking at the forex market by analyzing economic, social, and political forces that may affect currency prices. Fundamental analysis is a way of looking at the forex market by analyzing economic, social, and political forces that may affect currency prices. All right, so these are things like currency rate, exchange rate, policies, and all of these things, recession, whatever it may be, economic, social, just news. Just think of any news that are economical, that are political or social. Even, as I said, natural disasters, they do affect price. All right, currency rates, the basic instruments of the foreign exchange market, are affected by major financial news, fundamental statistical reports, and geopolitical events. And how do you do this? Mainly there's 4 major websites that we look at. All right, one, obviously, the ATY markets website we do have is just being updated right now, so I won't go on it. The most popular one, it's investing.com, and then Bloomberg, as well as Forex Factory. All right, and I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna do that. So we also have 8 major central banks. All right, so the first one being the Australia Reserve Bank, all right, or Bank of Australia. Canada, or the Bank of Canada. We have the European Union, that is the European Central Bank, the ECB. We have the Bank of Japan, the BOG, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand, the Swiss National Bank, the Bank of England, as well as the US Federal Reserve System. All right, so most reports and most information that come out of these major central banks, they have major impact on the price of currencies, different currency pairs that we trade, especially the major currency pairs. So we look out on what the decisions that are made by these banks, or the reports that are made by these banks. All right, and I'll show you guys where to look for this information. All right, are you guys with me? So how to use fundamental analysis in trading, how to trade the news. You look out for the events of the week or the day. All right, and I'm gonna show you guys where to get that. All right, so every Monday or every day you go on your website and then you check what is the major high impact news of the day. All right, the focus should be on high impact events. There are low impact events, there are medium impact events, but the focus should be on high impact events, because those are the ones that causes the market to move volatilely. Literally, you can make thousands and thousands of money within a short period of time. All right, literally within seconds. You can, the last NFP we had, I think within 5 seconds we had made about 7,000 rands. Literally within 5 seconds, the market moves that quick. But also that means within seconds, if you are wrong in your speculation, the market can kill you. All right, but you are here today, so we're hoping that you're not gonna get killed. All right, so you need to confirm the release time and understand the meaning of the event and the possible outcome. Take note of the previous and the forecast. Wait for the news release, combine with technical analysis and strategies. Now I'm gonna do a practical and show you what to look out for. All right, you see, so I'm gonna go back now to, let's go to investing.com. If I click investing.com, you see I will be redirected to this website here. This is very, very informational website for traders. All right, but your main focus, you want to focus on economic calendar. There's a lot of news. You see now a news report has just been released now on the Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and the S&P 500. All right, there's a lot of news. If you want to know about the economy, you can check. It shows you everything you may need to know about stocks, about currencies, and so forth. But then our main focus when we are doing economic or rather fundamental analysis, we come to economic calendar. All right. Let's play again. Internet lagging. Oh my god, not this again. Let's just wait for the internet to come back again. I do apologize for that, guys. It appears we have let me check here. See if I can change some settings here. Stream general output. Let's see. I do apologize on that, guys. I just changed a few settings, and let's see if it will be better. Let's see if it will be better. Can you guys see me? Can you now? Is it better now? Can you check? Is it better now, guys? Is that where it is now? Yeah. I need to find it better. 6,800. How is it looking?
That's what it is.
Is it? Okay. I don't know if I should end it and start again. Is it? Okay. From the phone. I need to find it better. Okay, let's move on. As I was saying, you want to go to investing.com, all right? And then you want to look at economic calendar, all right? And then you'll be redirected here So let me just go back a bit so you guys can see. So you'll go to investing.com, you'll go there, and then you'll be brought to the home page of investing.com. Then you want to go to economic calendar, because that's very important for you as a trader when you are doing fundamental analysis. All right, then when you click economic calendar, you'll be brought to this page over here. And now this is where you check. First of all, you need to register your profile on investing.com. You can just do that. It's easy. I'm already signed in. And then when you, even if you don't register, you just come to economic calendar, you'll be brought to this page. So you are able to see today what is the event that is happening today. You see no event scheduled today, so there's nothing. You can also just check this week, just check for the week what is happening in the week. On Tuesday it shows you we have major events. We have the core CPI. Guys, that is where a lot of money is made. A lot of money is made here, right? A lot of money is made on CPI. All right, so on Tuesday we have CPI. That's at 2:30 South African time. It affects the United States dollar. So pairs that have the United States dollar, tomorrow at 2:30 there will be major movements. On Wednesday we have the Great British Pound CPI. All right, the pound CPI. We have PPI on the United States dollar, and then we also have crude oil inventories on the United States dollar as well. So tomorrow at 4:30, the oil, there's a report on oil, as well as on Thursday we have CPI for the euro. All right, we have core retail sales for the United States dollar, initial jobless claims, and then we have the Fed manufacturing index. We have retail sales as well at 2:30 tomorrow. So what you do here, you just come and click on it. You will be redirected where it gives you more information on that particular news event. And then it tells you here, the core consumer price index measures the changes in the price of goods and services excluding food and energy. The CPI measures price change from the perspective of the consumer. It is a key way to measure changes in purchasing trends and inflation. And then it tells you here, a higher than expected reading should be taken as a positive or bullish for the United States dollar, while a lower than expected reading should be taken as a negative or bearish for the United States dollar. What does that mean? So that means you come back here and you look, what is the forecast? The forecast is 0.3%. So should, when the report come out, it is sitting at 0.03 or more, then that is positive. That means the dollar will gain strength. And then if it's at 0.29 or less, that means the dollar will be losing strength. All right, and we can actually see history when we come back here. All right, it shows